Do not attempt to adjust your screen. Forbes DVD Live is taking over.
Honestly, sought him out because he's somebody important for Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Smooth, a hustler in the building.
Tron D, what's up?
Oh shit, man, I'm hyped.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yo, I just wanted to tell the people. I put out there on Twitter one day, like, yo, if anybody knows Smooth the Hustler, I could have called Pat. I could have called a lot of people that would have got me directly to you, but I just wanted the people to know I need this man on my show because you definitely a Brooklyn legend.
Appreciate
Then a lot. You gonna be modest or you gonna keep it a buck? Like, I don't want you to be modest.
All right, fuck it, we keep it a buck then.
Yeah. Smooth the Hustler, like, let me get a, for the young dudes that might be, not in tune. Like this man right here, like. When Jay was getting his shit off, when Big was getting his shit off, you was right there.
Yeah.
With him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you was the requested dude on the remixes and to do records with and all that.
Yeah.
One of the first dudes from my borough to get a big record deal too with Profile Records and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. How you feel about if you had to step out and you was third person? How would you look at Smooth the Hustler?
Oh, tell me, I'm gonna tweet to you.
I would view Smooth the Hustler as kind of like the snuff film.
Okay.
His shit is kind of like the snuff film, and when you're dealing with snuff film, you just get the straight raw stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of stuff is shiny, a lot of stuff is polished up, and made fashionable. And I mean, it's a market for that, which is great. But my brand of music is just like more reality based, and I do it for the borough, man. I mean, strictly, I did this in Japan,
we different type
Germany.
of niggas. Brooklyn niggas is different type of niggas.
Yeah. I mean, and it's internal. You know what I'm saying? Like, the same niggas I grew up with, the same niggas I still fuck with. Everybody got lives and families and shit like that, but we're a tight unit. So
when y'all wrote Broken Language, after y'all finished that, did y'all know that this was gonna be this big impact? Like, did y'all say, yo, we just did some shit out there?
Actually we did. We would freestyle like that in the hallway, and then we got the track, and we wrote the joint to the track, and then once we recorded it, we was like, wow, this should just sound totally different from what's going on right now, right? So, at the time we was shopping it. I was on my hustling shit hard, like my everyday lifestyle ain't nothing but a hustle. Broken Language is what catapulted, me worldwide. But hustling, the record Hustling, was actually the stamp. You know what I mean? We was independent. We pressed
was it the first? You talking about Hustling with the Curtis Mayfield, Freddie's Dead sample?
That was the.
You about the first joint?
Yeah, my everyday lifestyle
that was my shit too.
Ain't nothing but a hustle.
Yeah.
Gambling, slinging,
the Barry White,
stick up. Nobody move. Yeah, that shit.
DR replayed all that music, right?
DR replayed that shit. Shouts to him. And we was on the grind with it, and shouts to Jay. Jay and them was doing their thing. Maria Davis was, she had, shouts to her. She was had a lot of the showcases and shit that we would go to, and Big was around. Those was those
we have Brooklyn AZ.
AZ.
Yeah.
You know what? I brought a CD. This new CD that I dropped that I definitely want you to premiere. Like,
definitely.
We're doing this new movement called BBC.
Okay.
And a lot of the Brooklyn legends, everybody's still doing their thing. They good. Nobody beat up, and it's a gap missing. And we used to set trends, and it ain't really like that no more. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Everybody's still spitting. Everybody got some money. So I'm like, let's do our own thing. So we kind of bringing together like this little movement. And this CD called Full Time Hustle that I put out, it just kind of like is the spearhead.
Is it out yet?
It's out right now.
Where can they get it
at datpiff.com right now. You can go get it. It's a free download.
And the name of it is?
It's called Full Time Hustle.
Okay.
It got your favorite Sean, AZ.
You'll make that on the site?
Yeah,
We'll put that on ForbesDVD.com.
And there it is,
How many people, I don't think the fans know, because they might look and say, Smooth the Hustler, who the hell is that? Or I think I know who he is. How many people have come out of your camp that they know right now?
Wow.
that was in that studio with you. You done seen a lot of. How many people came in that studio?
I mean, the greats actually.
Name them, because they gotta know, man.
Buster came through. Rakim was there. You know, I did some hook stuff for him. Papoose, he straight out the camp. Trigger the Gambler, my dude General DV.
Foxy Brown, you gotta
Foxy
say that.
Brown, yeah. I mean, I wrote, you know, most of her stuff before she got signed. She got signed with my stuff.
Wow.
That was the crazy shit. The crazy shit is this. You know, I was shopping my stuff. You know, I'm like, you know, I'm Smoothe the Hustler. I got a bunch of records talking about hustling and street shit and all that. The shit that's going on now.
Okay.
And it was like, man, ain't no lane for it. You know, ain't no real marketing for it. And we was like, come on, like, you crazy. Like, this is the streets love this shit. But they signed her with the stuff that I wrote for her. So I was like, wow, all right, that's kind of cool. I got my.
Is
lane.
that public record or we did?
No, that's not public.
Yeah.
That's not public record. But I mean, I make it public now. I made it public a few times. She know every.
What was the most popular record you wrote that they might? Is it?
Ain't No Nigga was one of them actually.
Wow.
You know.
What was that check? Was it check crazy though?
I mean, you know.
Holy shit.
So you know. Here we are in today's.
So we thought, hold on, time out.
That's great.
We don't think Jay-Z wrote that.
I mean, you know, it was. I mean, you know.
That is what
Take a little,
effort.
take a little, give a little,
Yeah.
take a little out, add a little of yours. It's a new record.
Wow.
You know
Still
what I mean?
dope as shit.
I mean, you know, but it's a pat on my back. You know what I mean?
Did you get the credit on here though?
No, I ain't get the credit. But what I did do is, because I mean I had a good bartering system at the time, right? So I was on Profile, which was an independent small. You know, they was good. They had Run DMC. They had Special Ed.
My peeps was on there. Camp Low.
Camp Low, my dudes. Yeah, you know, but the label was an indie label.
I don't think they was ready for your type of rap.
Mostly white guys.
Yeah.
But I give them credit. They say, yo, take this money. We was independent. We already had my album done and all that. They say, yo, take this money and do what you do. We're going to let you do exactly what you want to do, however you want to do it. And that allowed me to, you know, create what I needed to create my fan base and shit. So I thank them for that platform. But then, you know, things changed and I got shipped to Arista and Bad Boy was going on at the time. They had, you know, they had Biggie stuff and LaFace with Usher stuff and all that. So I ain't have no lane. You know, so I just started hustling again. Not drug hustling. Yeah. But you know.
Back to the basics.
But yeah, back to the basics. And then, you know, I got good friends. Ice-T, a good friend of mine. You know, we made some connects. I ended up touring a few times. We did an album. I did a DVD called Repossession. We did BB King's. We did a DVD there. We put it on HBO and all this other crap. You know, and, you know, the royalties was great. So the hustle continued, you know what I mean? So
independent hustle is the greatest.
Independent hustle is the greatest. I mean, I started that way. You know, now it's actually converting back to that way. But, you know, independent hustle was always the greatest. Because you got to remember, you know, once you sign your deal or whatever the case may be, then, you know, other shot callers now make the decisions. And then up the ladder goes. And then if it get political or any type of you know, sloppiness within the company itself, then, you know, you just a product. So I never wanted to be kind of caught up in that zone. I'm like, okay, if I do hook up with this label, I'm going to still put money into this shit. Or I'm going to still put money into this tour. Or I'm going to still, you know. So, you know, that's what it was. So I maintained my sanity. I maintained my respect.
Y'all had the young Papoose around here. Now you see
Alphabetical Slaughter though, let me tell you.
Go ahead.
He recorded that in the studio with us. You know, this was like 98. Yeah, like 98. Yeah, 97, 98.
Are you happy to see him still going?
I love it. You know, I love it. It's just, it's great to see dudes that, you know, we was broke. Like, once we stopped physically selling drugs and shit like that, and started going to see a little bit of money. It was a lot of us. Like, we would be camped out in the studio. They would be in the studio with me while I record my album. We did plenty of records. We did an album called 12 Day Struggle. We was locked in the studio for 12 days just recording shit, you know. So
my favorite.
I love to see Papoose.
My favorite.
momentum.
My crew can't go for that.
Shouts to Christ.
I love that
Shouts to
fucking
General
record.
Lee.
Like, yo, I used to just fucking play that shit over and over. How much unreleased shit do you got?
I got a lot of unreleased shit. Me and Trey got a Smith Brother album with what we feel is the new broken language. We call it Brooklyn language. So we'll be premiering that sometime down the line on the BBC movement. So we got a gang of records. And, you know, I got records with Big Pun, God bless him.
Wow.
You know, a freestyle joint with me and Big L. That was my homie.
Okay.
So, you know, the game.
Hopefully we
to
get to
me
hear all
been
those
great.
records and shit.
Yeah, you know, maybe I'll give you a verse or two or something. Maybe you blast off world premiere and then never play it again.
Yeah. Oh, only we get it. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So we got Smoothe Hustler in the building.
Yeah.
Big M. Let's get into something from the camp over there.
Hey, yo, this guy Paul's representing with the